Hello everybody again. A little late for the video, but I've had a full day, so just bear with me. But better late than never. Welcome to this Wednesday edition of 30 Minutes or Less. This is number 6. 6 going strong, not bad. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody has had a decent week so far. Hump day. We were going to do our first ever, or I was going to do my first ever interview segment last night, but unfortunately, Mr. Matt Hollow contacted me about 2 hours before the show and told me that he had a family emergency and he had to go to the hospital with a relative, and I completely understand that. I hope everything is okay with him, and I hope that we can get together again and excuse me, film that interview segment, because Matt Hollow, for those of you that don't know, he is an up-and-comer in the independent wrestling business in North Georgia. I think he's originally from Franklin, North Carolina, but he has worked with the Old School Wrestling Alliance in Cornelia, which I have actually worked with them myself for the better part of a year. I was a character. So, good people over there. Good people to stand beside and learn. And Matt Hollow looks like he's got a lot of good potential. If he gets under the right wing, he has the potential to do some good stuff in the business if and when it ever does get kicked back open. But yeah, hopefully we can have him back on here at a later date and have some fun with it. But yeah, going back to the if and when wrestling ever kicks back up, it kind of sucks that there are some shows that got canceled here in Georgia. Due to the extended mandate for the bars and nightclubs and performance venues not being able to hold shows until at least June, which to me personally, I think that any kind of indoor events are going to be probably at least mid-July, maybe even August. This thing just, it's taken on a whole different level. It's affected people's hobbies, their livelihoods. It's just now it's starting to affect the wrestling, it's affected wrestling a lot, but now it's starting to carry, it's starting to wear its welcome out just a little bit, and I think we're all starting to get a little bit antsy. I know that I am. I know that I'm ready to pick back up where I left off in February. I know a lot of people are ready to get back on that wagon again and get to doing what we love and what we enjoy doing, and that's putting on a show and entertaining the masses. So hopefully we'll get back to indoor events here soon. I know that Southern Balance and Wrestling in Athens, they're doing an outdoor show at the Southern Brewing Company. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. They're doing a show outside, which is right now looking like probably the best and the most sanitary way to do this. You can do a lot more space between people outside and in. So I'm glad to see that they're running a show. I'm glad to see that they're at least making an attempt and using what resources they have, and I hope it goes good. I may even go to that show, depending on what happens. I mean, hell, here lately you can't even plan for the next day, let alone 2 weeks, because things are just rapidly changing, and it's ridiculous. I don't remember things changing this drastically, this quickly, but, it is what it is. So they're doing a show on January 6th. Nope, not June 6th. See, I'm already trying to skip to 2021. It has been that crappy every year. But yes, not January, June. Sorry. It's late, so. And I think there was a couple of shows going on in the Carolinas, I think. It seems that's what I've been seeing. I don't know. But hopefully sports in general will get kicked back up here soon. It just killed me not being able to see March Madness, not being able to watch NBA. We should be watching the playoffs right now. It should be into the quarterfinals, I would think. And we don't even have that. I think the only sports that I've heard about even attempting to start back up in some capacity is PGA and NASCAR. Good grief. If that's our starting point for getting back to a normal sports life, then we're all doomed. No, I jest. NASCAR is okay. I went to a race. I took my father-in-law to, what was it, the Xfinity Truck Series, like in 2018, I want to say. Maybe 2017. We went over to Hampton, Georgia. They had the, I think it was the Sprint and the Xfinity, the truck races. It was pretty fun. So, I jest. NASCAR and car racing is okay. A lot better live. On TV, it can get a little bit boring, constant left turns, but NASCAR is okay. PGA Tour is good to watch after you've left church on a Sunday and you had a big old meal, some fried chicken, little mashed taters, all that good stuff. And it's good when you've had a big meal and you want to take a nap because the guys whispers like he's fixing to chip this ball into the hole, hopefully. So you hear that I hear that 10 minutes long and I'm gone. So those are the sports that we're having coming up. And we have wrestling, of course, but I think they're hurting themselves. I think WWE's kind of hurting themselves a little bit. It's not even like watching wrestling anymore. It's like watching theater. And I know that they've been trying to steer clear for a while from the wrestling aspect, but it's more of a performance theater. It's more like art. It's not even like, you're seeing wrestling. You're just watching people just do stuff. And I understand that, and WrestleMania was good. Don't get me wrong. And it's been nice to watch it. It's been nice to break up the monotony and to actually get to do something different and focus on something. But I don't know if they're really doing themselves any favors. But that's my opinion. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has that opinion. I'm sure there's others, but that's neither here nor there. Speaking of chicken and mashed potatoes and all the good stuff in life, I'm pretty sure that Golden Corral, which is like the greatest buffet of all time. I mean, nationally, anyways. I'm sure there's good buffets like in hometowns and local dives and establishments, but national wise, Golden Corral was the mecca of the family buffet. And from what I'm hearing, I think they might be shutting down for good. No. No. This can't happen. They've taken not only our way of life, but they've taken our way to eat. And if I don't get my sirloin here soon, it's bad enough they took CC's. I don't think we'll ever see a CC's again. I don't know. The sanitation stuff, it's just, I don't know. I mean, some states maybe, but in Georgia and in the South where we're at right here, the Carolinas and Georgia, I don't know if we'll ever get it again. It was annoying enough going up to Pigeon Forge and having to have somebody serve me what I want off of a buffet. That ain't no, because I like to do it up. If I'm doing a buffet, no holds barred, I want to do what I want to do, and have somebody give me a little scoop of what they think that I am capable of ingesting. I mean, I'm not fat, but I'm also not petite either. So, but this is more of a rambling episode. But this is more of a rambling lifestyle we're living right now. Every day something different. Every day is just out there. You're constantly dealing with new challenges every day. It's a challenge anymore just to get from point A to point B, and I have learned that very much in the past, really month, 2 months. But yeah, it's just one of them things. We got a lot of some good prospects coming up to maybe change some things professionally. So I'm hoping that works. Actually, I had a really good conversation tonight with a gentleman who runs a company in Kennesaw, Georgia. He called and talked to me, and there is potential for an offer to be made for me to come and to go and help his company. So I'm hoping that works out. I need a new challenge. I need something, to kind of, focus my attention to different. Somebody to push me. So I'm kind of hoping that turns into something. We shall see. But, and also, if all of this wasn't enough, with death and loss and just, having the rug jerked out from underneath you at every, turn. I'm dealing with potty training, and that is a bloodbath. Potty training, I mean, I have a son, and I'm sure that he's going to be dealing with, cars and girls and puberty, and trying things and being influenced and having to deal with peer pressure and all that kind of malarkey. But potty training is a blood sport. It is rough. It is not for the faint of heart. It is not for the weak stomach. It's rough. But today was a good day. He actually went to the bathroom twice, number 2. See, he's fine peeing. I mean, I think peeing comes a lot more natural to guys because it's just, there. But but the other stuff, he, I guess, oops, COVID. I'm just kidding. Just actually got home from the gym, so I'm a little bit parched. Fixing to go in there and raid my refrigerator. But yeah, the potty training for him is rough. But he's doing good today. He only had like 1 accident, which is not bad for a 24-hour period. Not bad at all. So we're doing good with that. I'm hoping to really, before things get kicked back up, my goal is to have him potty train, completely, which I've only been doing it, consistently for about 3 days. Because I figure if I'm going to have some extra time, I'm going to get this done. Because this right here is a battle in itself. And really that's the key to anything like this. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be, just repetitive. Consistency and repetition. Hoping that maybe by June, I can have him potty train, which after 3 days, he's done a lot better than he did before. So that's how that goes. But what else has been happening here lately? Not a whole lot. God's been good to me. He's been making sure that our needs are provided for above and beyond. He's been, doing more. He's been showing up and showing out, doing what God does. So I'm happy for that. I'm just trying to get through, one day at a time. I would like to be able to make it, alive to see vacation. We're planning on going to St. George Island in July. We always go with my in-laws. We have a nice beach house down there called the Sand Trap. Really nice house. We go down there for at least a week every year. So I'm hoping everything works out and we're able to go because we love going fishing off the dock and eating ice cream and just kicking our feet up, listening to the waves. So that's what I'm hoping to be able to do. But tomorrow, I'm going to try to do another 5 questions with John Boy. He seems to like those pretty good. And I think tomorrow we'll probably be at a different location. But nonetheless, or regardless, we'll get that done. So for all of my subscribers, thank you for watching. If you're watching this when I've shared it on Facebook and you aren't subscribed, just hit that little button, subscribe, share. If you like what you see, there's other videos. You can see all the past 30 minutes or less videos. You can see all the past 5 questions with John Boy. I've got some cologne vids on there, just some different stuff, Just if you see something you like, subscribe. If not, don't worry about it. Ain't no big deal. I understand that that's not really a commodity nowadays. Is that a lot of people aren't able to just go and not be offended. But I can, I promise. But thank you for the love if you've watched this. And that's about all I got. I just wanted to, post this video and film it for continuity purposes. I don't want to fall too far behind the wagon. So I can say I done it for this week. So that's good. So you all just enjoy the rest of your week. Get to the weekend. Oh, I'm going to Dave & Buster's Saturday. Yeah, it's opening. I'm going to play some games, y'all. Yeah. That's going to be fun. Maybe go sit down at a restaurant. I've only sat down at like 5 of them in the past 2 weeks, and I'm fine. Oh, I might be asymptomatic. Oh, that's another story for another day. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.